The hummingbird diner buzzed with life, forks clattering, bacon sizzling, and the air thick with coffee and fried potatoes. Lena moved through it all like a dancer, balancing plates and refilling cups with practiced grace. Her feet ached, but her heart brimmed with hope for a future beyond the diner, a classroom of her own. She remembered every regular's quirks, Mrs. Gable's barely brown toast, Old Man Fitzwilliam's coffee with 3 sugars, birthdays, and grandkids. These small acts of knowing made the long shifts bearable. While her hands worked, her mind drifted to lesson plans and gold stars, her dream of teaching a gentle hum inside her. Every spare dollar went into a shoebox under her bed, the path to college long but not impossible. The diner's regulars became her family, offering encouragement and tips she treasured. "You're going to do great things," Mr. Henderson would say, and Lena would smile, holding on to those words. In the noisy world of the diner, her quiet dream found space to grow. Lena's hope was the heartbeat of the hummingbird diner. One Tuesday, the diner's rhythm shifted when a man in a dark suit entered, followed by a young girl in a wheelchair and her nurse. The man, Mr. Blackwell, ordered for his daughter, Emily, who sat silent and withdrawn. Their table was an island of heavy quiet in the bustling diner. Emily's hands were clenched in her lap, her eyes distant. Lena recognized the ache of that silence, a silence born of hurt. Mr. Blackwell seemed impatient, checking his watch, never truly seeing his daughter. Lena brought their food with a gentle smile, offering Emily a kind word about the grilled cheese. Emily didn't respond, but Lena noticed her fingers relax, just a little. It was a tiny sign, but Lena knew how to spot hope. In that small gesture, Lena saw the first flicker of light in Emily's darkness. Sometimes, the smallest kindness can be the start of something new. The diner's warmth pressed gently against the silence at their table. Lena resolved to keep trying. The Blackwells returned every Tuesday, always silent, always in the same booth. Lena began her quiet campaign, folding Emily's napkin into a swan, then a frog, then a flower. Emily never touched them, but her eyes lingered on each creation. Lena added small treats, a dollop of whipped cream, a maraschino cherry, never making a fuss. She started reading children's stories aloud nearby, her voice soft, never directed at Emily, but always within earshot. Emily's stillness shifted. She listened, drawn in by the gentle stories. Mr. Blackwell frowned at first, but never stopped Lena. Each week, Lena's kindness chipped away at the silence. Emily's attention grew, her gaze following the stories and the napkin animals. Lena's patience was water on stone, slowly wearing down the walls around Emily's heart. The diner's corner booth became a place of quiet hope. Small gestures, repeated, began to matter. Lena knew healing started with the smallest acts. Emily was listening, even if she didn't speak. The silence was changing. Lena understood Emily's silence. She'd lived it herself, growing up in foster homes where quiet was safest. Silence had been Lena's shield, her refuge from disappointment and rejection. She'd learned to find comfort in books and her own thoughts, building a secret garden inside. Lena saw that same protective quiet in Emily and reached out with patience, never pushing, just offering gentle presence. The napkin swans, the extra whipped cream, the stories, they were messages. "I see you. You are safe here." Lena never asked why Emily was silent. She simply made space for her to be. Their booth became an island of understanding in the busy diner. 2 souls, one young and one older, connected by the language of silence. Sometimes the greatest kindness is simply to let someone be seen and safe. Lena's persistence was a lifeline. Emily didn't have to speak to be valued. In the hum of the diner, their quiet corner was a sanctuary. Healing began in shared silence. The first breakthrough wasn't a word, but a smile. After a story about a lonely firefly, Lena caught Emily's shy, fleeting smile, a sunbeam breaking through clouds. Lena smiled back, saying nothing, cherishing the moment. After that, Emily began to gesture, touching napkin swans, nodding for whipped cream. These tiny movements were her way of saying yes, of joining Lena's gentle world. Mr. Blackwell, lost in his phone, missed these changes, but Lena saw everyone. Then, on a cold December day, Lena shared her dream of teaching and placed a napkin star on the table. Emily looked at the star, then at Lena, and whispered her first word, "Star." Lena almost missed it, but the sound was the most beautiful she'd ever heard. A single word can open a door that's been closed for years. The silence was no longer absolute. Emily's world was beginning to open. Lena's kindness had found its way in. The diner's corner booth was now a place of miracles. Hope had a voice. Emily's whispered "star" stunned Mr. Blackwell. His mask of distance fell away, replaced by tears and wonder. For the first time, he truly saw his daughter and Lena, the waitress who'd reached her. "Thank you," he said, voice trembling, overwhelmed by gratitude. Everything changed after that. Mr. Blackwell put away his phone, spoke gently to Emily, and waited for her quiet answers. He watched Lena's patient care, learning the power of small, steady kindness. The hard lines on his face softened. He began to smile, to ask Lena about her life and dreams. He learned about her shoebox savings and her hope to teach. Lena's grace humbled him. She was healing not just Emily, but him too. Sometimes, the greatest transformations begin with a single word. The diner became a place of connection, not just for Emily, but for her father as well. Lena's kindness rippled outward, changing more than one life. Mr. Blackwell rediscovered fatherhood. Lena found herself seen, not just as a waitress, but as someone who mattered. Healing was happening on both sides of the table. Weeks later, Mr. Blackwell invited Lena to join them after her shift, gratitude shining in his eyes. He shared Emily's story, her mother's death, the silence that followed, and the failure of doctors to help. "You have a gift, Lena," he said. "You see children others overlook." Then, he offered to pay for Lena's college education, her dream within reach at last. "It's not charity," he insisted. "It's an investment in someone who will change lives." Lena was speechless, overwhelmed by the kindness. For someone who'd always relied on herself, the offer felt miraculous. But there was more. Mr. Blackwell wanted Lena to be Emily's companion and tutor while she studied. He turned to Emily, who spoke a full sentence. "Please, Lena, stay." In that moment, Lena knew her life had changed forever. It wasn't just about college, it was about belonging. She was chosen, needed, and seen. Sometimes the door to your dreams opens when you least expect it. Lena found a place where she mattered. The future was suddenly bright and wide open. A new chapter was beginning. Moving from the diner to the Blackwell estate was a shock. Grand, echoing halls replacing the diner's warmth. There were setbacks. Some days, Emily retreated into silence and old doubts resurfaced. But Lena, patient as ever, sat with Emily, reading or drawing, offering steady presence. Mr. Blackwell learned to support, not pressure, replacing anxiety with gentle encouragement. Together, they became a team, a family. Lena brought laughter and warmth to the mansion, baking cookies and building blanket forts with Emily. Mr. Blackwell joined in, rediscovering joy in fatherhood. The house slowly became a home, filled with Emily's growing confidence and laughter. Lena pursued her studies, finding belonging she'd never known. Mr. Blackwell found new purpose. 3 broken people, healing each other through simple, steady kindness. Together, they built something whole. Years passed. Lena graduated at the top of her class. Emily blossomed into a bright, compassionate teen. Mr. Blackwell found purpose beyond business. Together, they dreamed bigger, a school for children like Emily and Lena, those who felt lost or unseen. With Mr. Blackwell's resources, Lena's teaching, and Emily's empathy, they founded the Sparrow's Nest. It was a sanctuary, not a traditional school. Sunny rooms, small classes, and a curriculum built on kindness and understanding. Children from all backgrounds found a haven there. Lena was the heart of the school, seeing the unique light in every student. Emily, now a young woman, tutored and inspired others, especially the quietest children. The 3 had become a true family, bound by healing and purpose. They built more than a school. They built a community. Napkin swans and whispered stories were celebrated as much as academic success. Real change comes softly, in everyday kindness and gentle gestures. The Sparrow's Nest was proof. You are safe here. You are seen. Their story was a quiet testament to the power of grace.